Well, hello, hello. Hello and welcome, people of the internet. We're back. Today we're doing our final push before we start doing post-game content. I don't know if we will get to Endless Tower today, but I would like to, at least a little bit. The goal, so I have a list of the remaining Pictos that I need to collect that I don't currently have. We're going to go through, we're going to collect all of, excuse me, all of those. Now, some of the Pictos that I need are behind the shop. And I can tell you right now, I don't have enough chroma to buy all of them. So there will probably be some grinding going on, which is fine because I need to get my team up to 99 anyway, plus get a bunch more Illumina points, and I know exactly where we can do just that. So that'll be part of the stream today, is getting that, plus getting a bunch of chroma, like I said, in order to buy everything. And yeah, we should have all the Pictos done. We should have all of them. And then there is a bunch, so we'll probably have to do some runs of just literally blowing through easy fights to get them all unlocked. We can start building up our primary 3 real nice and pretty. And then we can do some Endless Tower, which would be sweet. So, like I said, I got a list here. Got a whole list of stuff. Where did all my freaking screens go? Hello? And hello? Alrighty. I don't know why that happened. And here we go. So, first thing, I'm not sure if I can even get this one, to be honest. So I need to find the floating cemetery. Oh, it's way, 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 way up here. Okay, so let's head up there. I don't know if I can get this one. Because I've already talked to this NPC, and I already made a decision with them. And in order to get it, I have to make a different decision that I made. So I'm hoping that it's one of those things where if you talk to them again, it'll be like, oh, yeah, we can change your mind. So we'll see. We shall see. It should be this one, right? Yeah, floating cemetery. So let's see. If we talked... So there's a white Nevron in here. Oh, wait. Did I just not pick this up?
What have we
Oh, well, that's
here?
chroma. I don't care. Ah, frick. So if I do this, Man, that sucks. Alright, well, this one's missable. Unless it's somewhere... Let me take a quick look around. Now that... Oh, maybe it's that.
Interesting.
Did they not make that? Did they make this missable? What it should be, because basically what happens is you come here, there's this white Nevron, and he's like, choose a weapon, sword, hammer, or whatever is the last one. And you choose for him, and he wants to fight you. And basically his whole thing is like, all these other Nevrons want to fight, and I don't get it. That's not my purpose. And so we're like, you can find your purpose. And he's like, no, I've already decided. I'm going to off myself. It's like, okay, cool. Thanks. Basically, your decisions were, do you kill him yourself and put him out of his misery, or do you suggest to him, like, you can stick around? I told him he should stick around because we learned the white Nevrons were supposed to keep them around. And so I guess in doing that, you lose out on the Pictos. Well, that's kind of a bummer. All right. Well, I'm going to keep it on my list just in case maybe there's another location we can get it. But that was going to be auto powerful, which obviously is a nice one. That being said, it's not the end of the world because we already have ways to apply powerful. Oh, this one, no, I'm going to save that one for a little bit. Let's go to Where do we want to go? Let's go to the Flying Manor. That one's got a couple that we can get. Oh, actually, I need to buy some stuff from there. I might have to wait. Let's go to the Reach. The Reach has a couple. We'll grab those. Now, the thing that I realized, though, when I was building this whole list of Pictos that I don't have, what I didn't check, and this is going to be a pain, I didn't check if, because some of these Pictos have multiple locations to get the higher level versions, and so I don't know if I have the highest level versions. Now, you can call that min-maxing if you want, because, you know, some of these Pictos might not be better than the ones that I already have. But I want to get 100% done. Okay, so where do I need to go? Let's see. The Reacher. Travel to mountain. Okay, we travel to mountain. Go across and grapple to mountain. And I took very, very simple notes, so I'm going to have to decipher these. Is that mountain? That looks like mountain. Okay. Go across and grapple to mountain. All right, we are on mountain. Wait, these are enemies. Okay, take left path and climb up wall at end of path. Very well. We shall do just... This is not a left path. I was skamazed by myself. Apparently, it is the right path. Oh, perhaps this is the left path that I was talking about. Okay. So we come up the left path. We go all the way up. Climb up the wall at the end of the path. Very well. Clearly past me knows what he's talking about. Climb up the wall. Hey, look at that. Okay. Oh, that's right. I came up here and I was like, wait, there's nothing here. Wait, there's no shot that I missed that, right? I'm a dingus. I'm a big, fat, stinking dingus. Grapple across and go right. Is this it? Is it over here?
Nice.
That's just chroma. Oh wait, I think I gotta go left. This part of the thing that I wrote is off screen. It's too long, so I can't read it all. All right, we got another faded boy. What's up, faded boy? Actually, that's faded man. We never figured out who the faded man was. We know who the faded boy is. Which is worse, to die or to be the one who survives, to grieve or to be grieved? Some might say that's lucky, not simply because you survived, but because you had the opportunity to care deeply for another. I find myself grieving before they've even passed, grieving what could have been, grieving what is to come. She'll never forgive herself. She'll carry her scars with her always. Would that I could ease her burden. The man has gone silent. Yeah, that's the only one I haven't realized yet. Like, who is that? Because initially I thought all the fading people were... Wait a minute. Hold up. This looks familiar. Have I been here before? Have I been here before? Oh, I think that's it. I got sneak past them. There we go. Ah, we got in a fight anyway. That's okay. So there's the charging attack that we wanted.
Don't die next time.
Oh, wait a minute. Does energizing start not work with energy master? Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, that's charging counter. Okay, charging attack, I have to do something slightly different. Yeah, so I rearranged these. I still have the energizing start. Every AP gain. Oh, I guess the... Oh, okay. So I think this is not technically counting as gain. Well, that's a pain in my ass. Because now what do I get rid of? Upgraded defensive system's gone. That's easy. And we can do SOS power. We get rid of that. We grab energizing. Start 3. Oh, I guess I didn't have to get rid of it. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna have to resort all these out anyway. But go to the field instead of... Okay. Oh, there's a crawl space. Oh, crawl space. Yeah, how the frick was I gonna see that? Oh, right down there. Doink! Charging attack. Nice. 2 for 1. Okay. Charging attack and charging counter. Done. Next up, is there anything else in here? There is. Healing boon. It can be found on the unreachable ledge in the ladder area. Okay, well, I don't know what the ladder area means, so I suppose we should find somewhere where we can just quick travel to it. Hopefully, it's literally, you know, an area called ladder. That would be the most helpful. Nice. It's literally called ladder area. Okay, was not expecting that. On the unreachable ledge in the ladder area. Well, that is not a descriptive way to name it past me. You dingus. Need to take the hot air balloon from the foggy area near the merchant. Okay, that's a little bit more specific. So, first things first, gotta find the merchant. Find the merchant, we find the balloon, we find the balloon, we find the path, we find the ledge, we find the ledge, we find the Pictos.
Did I die again?
There we go. Okay, that gets him to 9. So I think these fights, while they might be slightly longer than running, I need the chroma. So I might as well fight them if I interact with anybody. Okay, we are now in the foggy area. That... Okay, so this is the guy that we initially talked to, but he is not a merchant. So it must still be farther down the way. We have this. Oh, I think maybe near merchant is a post descriptor. So it's after we take this, then it's near the merchant. Although it says can be found on the unreachable ledge in the ladder area. I think I might be going too far. Because this is no longer the ladder area. We're in foggy. Oh, wait. Need to take the hot air balloon from the Need to take the hot air balloon from the foggy area. Okay. I thought foggy area literally just meant, like, it's foggy, not that it was an actual named location. So I didn't see a merchant this way. Can be found on the unreachable ledge. Unreachable, you say? How are we supposed to reach it then? We are in the Reacher. Okay, like I said, first things first. Gotta find the merchant. And since it's a merchant, we gotta see if they got any Pictos that we can buy. I don't think so, because I don't think I have anything. And let me just double check. This one is not yet. That one's not the merchant. Okay. Okay, that just brings me from where I was. Is there perhaps that's going to be pretty far down. Okay, so we're in the ladder area. Let's maybe use this as a vantage point. Is there a merchant down there? Did CL just fall? I think CL just fell. Okay, let's go down here and see if there's a merchant this way. Oh, maybe wait. Maybe down here? Be very helpful if I had an image, a visual representation of what I was looking for. Any merchants? I hear you guys, and I hear you guys. But what I don't hear is the sound of selling. Wait, is that it? Found it. Okay, now I just need to work my way backwards. Now, how do I get there? The unreachable ledge has a reachable rope from it, which leads... Dang it, I'm way too low. I'm way too low. Alright, let's make our way back up. Okay, keep an eye on it. So we gotta go from there. So perhaps... Oh no! God. Dang it. Man, getting back from here is going to be a nightmare and a half. Because then I got to do this all over again. Okay, just watch where you're going. All right. Now, from here, I need to still go up one level. Okay, this gets me up higher where I need to be, but now I'm kind of far away from... Oh, wait. It did say I need to take the ladder, take the hot air balloon from the foggy area. So perhaps what that is implying is that I have to... Basically, it's on this side of the ladder area. Hey, how's it going on? How's it going on? Yep, that's a phrase. How's it going, Dissel? Okay, so there should be... Is there a way to do it from here? I don't even see where I'm supposed to get to. Oh, Jesus. It's way the frick over there. I can see it through, like, it's right under, it's 7 o'clock from where that orange pepper is. So how do I get over there? Is there something else I can use to traverse the area? So this just, yeah, this just gets me back this way. Weird. So I guess I have to come this way. Yeah, okay. It's a fight.
Here we go again.
Man, to be seeing it and not be able to get there is like, ugh. Okay, so we need to get there. I need to get to the top of that rope. I'm still down a level right now. And I can see from there that I'm going to have to grapple, which likely means that I get there, which means I need to grapple, which means that I need to get up here. So how do I get up there? Do I need to fall? Again, it said go from the foggy area, and so because of that, I'm thinking that I'm going too far by going this way. Yeah, see, because by the time we get down here, I'm all ready to... Yeah, how do I get to... I need to get to that ledge. It's all the way up there. So maybe I don't need to get there, because it doesn't look like I can get up from that grapple point. It looks like it goes under, and then maybe you just fall down to there. And then this rope is like to get you back up. So how do I get there? There's enemies up there, so clearly... Wait, am I just being an idiot? Wait, how did I not... Oh, no. Here, I was already up here. Okay. Not being an idiot. What am I missing? It's clearly got to be on this side, on the foggy area side. Otherwise, it would say spawn in at the ladders. But from here, hey, what's going on, Ghostly? Struggling hard for this Pictos. Struggling super hard. How the frick do I get there? Do I go, like, up this? Nah, that's weird. That's weird. Is there something I can climb that I'm maybe just not seeing? You definitely see that being a thing. But like help? Hell yeah. If you know how to get that one, definitely, dude. Like, I know where it is. I'm just having trouble getting there. You beat Simon, did 57 mil? Hell yeah. Way to go. Way to go. Yeah, because it's way over there. Like, I'm in the totally wrong area. But I haven't been able to find a way up. Press forward, and there'll be a lift that takes a lift? Press forward. So forward from which way? Like this lift right here? Because this lift takes me up to the mountain. There'll be a lift like that, but it's not that. Okay, so maybe I just read my directions wrong. So if we go this way... Because the directions that I had said I had to start at the foggy area. And so by the time I get to the lift, I'm already past the ladder area flag. And so it seems like I would just have the directions written down, start at the ladder area flag. Right? Like if I keep going this way, like now I'm at the ladder area flag. So I just go here. Yeah, this is taking me way the wrong direction. Yeah, this is not even close to right. These are the only two lifts that I've seen. Yeah, it is the one with the light rope. It's the one that's on like an unreachable ledge. I think I need to grapple to it. So if we come over here... It is right there. Now, I can see a couple ways to it. I can see the rope through the hole, but I can also see that there's a grapple point there. It does seem like you grapple to the point and then it drops you. There's another grapple point. You can't see it from here, but my thinking is that, like, where Verso's head is, like that orange piece, I'm supposed to go up there, grapple to a piece that's, like, right where his head is now, and then go to that grapple point by his head. Then yes, go to the mountain, and at that area you'll be in a foggy area that will give you two different lifts. Okay. All right, so let's make our way back. Yeah, because at this point, I'm just trying to collect up all the Pictos that I've missed my first time through. I've got a list of about, like 20, 15, 20 here. A lot of them are just from shops that I didn't buy. Okay, so we make our way up. So let's go up to the mountain. Because, let's see, so my notes, again, they say, need to take the hot air balloon from the foggy area, but near the merchant. But I didn't find a merchant up this way, so that's why I was kind of thrown off. Okay, so I'm assuming we come this way. From the merchant. Wasn't he down this way? I assume he has to be near the edge of the mountain if there's going to be a hot air balloon. So I'm trying to kind of stick towards this area. Are you down this way? I don't remember what's down here. Oh, that one? First, since we're here, let's see if I bought everything from here. Oh, so I guess there's 2 level 20 tainteds? Interesting. And do I need any of this? I don't think so. Huh. Man, okay, so I must have just, like, literally... Maybe I took this and it looked like it was already an area... Oh, you know what I think it was? I think I did take this, but when I took it and it brought me back to where I already was, I was like, oh, this is clearly the wrong way, and it's just a way to get back to where we were. So I think I took it back up. Thank you. That I would have been looking at that forever. Alright, yeah, then from here... Okay, yeah, and that's the one that I thought I needed to go across, which now we can go across here. Alright, sweet. Oof. Thank you much. Much appreciated. Yeah, that one was a pain. Alright, healing boon. Done. We can take that off the list. Hopefully that's the hardest one to find. Alright, is there anything else I need to find here in the Reach? Does not look like it. Does not look like it. Alrighty, let's make our way out of here. And go find the next one. Man, I wish they had an option to, like, turn off the blood effects. That would be super nice. I get that it's for, like, making your characters look, you know, to visually show you how much damage they've taken. But, like, when Mael is just using Last Stand over and over again, and she's constantly, it looks like she's been just lacerated head to toe. Not all about it. Not all about it. In other games where there's, like, blood like this, there's usually a toggle where you can toggle on and off the effects. So actually, I do... Oh my god, I gotta... Oh, Jesus. Before we go to Serene, I'm gonna... Because I know that there's a shop here. I'm gonna farm up a frick ton, because I don't want to go back there and then, like, not have enough chroma to buy everything. So I'm gonna farm it before we go there. Let's go to the Falling Leaves. Falling Leaves. Okay, by the Floating Cemetery. We can do that.
Hang on tight.
Near a tree stump. That is very descriptive. Sounds like a day of chores. We get to explore the world a little bit. See, you know, take more in-depth sights in, you know? First time playing through, I was kind of rushing through. I wanted to get to the end. And now that I'm at the end, I don't want to get to the end, you know? I don't want to. I know that I can do, like, New Game Plus, but my time is, unfortunately... Oh, I think I passed it. I did pass it. My time is quite limited. And I got other stuff we gotta move on and do. But I do want to collect everything. And, of course, do the Endless Tower. So we'll get there eventually. It's not too bad. I enjoy just kind of looking around at stuff. Let the guy in the cemetery live, so I didn't get the Picto, and I'll have him... Yeah, see, that I had that frustration, too, right when we started up. That was the first one I went to go find, because I did the same thing yesterday. I let him live because, like, everything in the game so far had, well, once you know the reason to let them live and the reward you get for it, it kind of taught me, like, oh, I should let this guy live. So I suggest to him, like, hey, you should definitely live. And then I went back, and if you haven't yet, you go back and there's chroma on the ground. There's like 12k chroma or something. But it's like, man, I just missed out on that Picto. That's kind of sad. Oh, frick. I don't have the... At least I'm in the grove. Wow. Thanks, Wiki. Near a tree stump. I'm in a frickin' forest. All right, let's take a look-see. See what we can find. Near a tree stump. Yep, that's super descriptive, old me. Thanks for writing that down. That's what I get for writing things down at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Get away from me. We never were able to open this, huh? Yeah, I wonder if that's like remnants, like you used to be able to go in here. And they just like forgot to get rid of that symbol. Oh, oh, nope. That was the teleporter. That's a stump. Man, I'm gonna have to run around these freaking guys too. I've got time to fight them. That's a stump. Don't think that's the right stump though. Ooh, that's a big stump. Oh, found it.
Nice.
Nice indeed. All right. SOS rush marked off. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else in here. I would be very surprised. Oh, shit. Nope. There definitely is. There's a shop in here. I would assume it's probably up this way. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the guy way up on top of the rock. I think. This doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Well, that looks like a shop to me, so I guess it was right. Beneficial contamination. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's also a weapon here. Cool. Okay. We got that one too. So we check that one off the list. Where is it on my list? It's somewhere. It's... Okay, am I dumb? Did I not just see it on my list? Okay. Am I dumb? Is it not on here? Oh, it's right here. Probably be smarter to look at the text in freaking alphabetical order than what I was doing. Alright. Alright, let's peace out from here. Here I am looking at all the locations rather than the text in freaking alphabetical order. There is a reason I did that. I just don't follow up. Right. Back to the continent we go. I also realized that I totally missed the boss in Frozen Hearts to get the Eternal Ice. I completely walked past him. It was literally in the giant area where I was like, this is weird that there's a big area with nothing in it. And then I went back and I was like, oh, because there's a boss here. I just didn't go up far enough. All right. Next up, what do we got? We can go to... Oh, we can go to Old Lumiere. There's a couple there. Now, to be fair, I don't actually know where in Old Lumiere they are, so we're gonna have to explore a little bit. Where the frick is Old Lumiere? Is that no? That's Sacred River. That's Old Lumiere. Okay, and we're pretty much right there. Cool.
Here we go.
Cool. 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 Under. So, I need to go to the Manor Gardens first. Because apparently a new pathway opened that you have to come back for after... Let's make sure there's nothing here that I need to buy.
There you go.
So, after you meet with Renoir here the first time, apparently there's a pathway that opens up. That wasn't open before. Head to the lower right corner. Oh, yeah, that... I'm assuming it means that. That definitely wasn't... Wait. Oh, because the manor isn't even freaking there anymore. I was like trying to get my bearings. I'm like, where's the manor? Yeah, this pathway definitely wasn't here before, because I remember checking this way, and I couldn't go this way. It was all blocked off. Give me that.
Good stuff.
Nice. 42.
Expedition 42. It's been 2 weeks, and still no word from Freya or Olivier. They've never missed a check-in before, no matter how exciting their find. Oh my...
Alright. Ah, freaking kill this. So there's a really weird interaction, and I don't know why it's working. But apparently, so with Verso right now, I'm using Chevlin. And if you read Chevlin, specifically the first tier, can't be healed or start battle at rank S, but can't be healed or can't gain shields. Now, if you normally have in media res on him, he will start with 0 shields. However, if you have him die, if you put auto death on him and in media res, he will gain 3 shields. I don't know why. Is that it? Oh, yep. Hey. Oh, wait. Is there some... Is there something I can do to climb? Or is this getting me back from somewhere where I could have gone before? Perhaps from up there. So perhaps I could already get there, and this is just another way to get there. Because, like, my brain is thinking that, technically speaking, you're applying the shields before the battle starts. But the weird thing is, why does it only work if you die first? That's what I don't get. Okay, so we got that one. And then there's also defeat the chromatic danseuse. And I have no idea where that is. So I'm going to have to explore a little bit. Because apparently I missed a boss fight. Although, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably going to be on the streets. So I should probably go to one of the streets. Start at Right Street. Because clearly, that is the right way to go. I suppose let's take a look this way first. I know I've been this way. I remember those two. God, you guys are pricks, aren't you? I would say... back off! I would say that is probably a pretty good answer as to where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, you fucker. All that work. All that work, and I still get in the fight.
Here we go again.
And now that I'm seeing her, I do remember seeing her. I must have forgotten she was in this area. This, however, seems like I'm going very much the wrong direction. But I can't really do anything. I'm wondering if maybe I have to go up that rope there? Because this feels very much like I have gone too far. But we at least know that she is in Right Street, so my theory was correct. Right Street was, in fact, right. But now I gotta find a frickin' flag. Where be the flag? You know, it'd be super nice if at the end of the game they just gave you a teleport to wherever you want. Just give you a mobile flag that you can put wherever you want. Or because Mael can freaking use Paintress powers, just allow her to teleport you wherever you want. I feel like that would be quite helpful, especially at this point. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a teleport to like any spot on the map. It just needs to be... Dude, you got no health. It just needs to be like to flag locations. Traveling between flags. No bueno. Especially that one where I couldn't go the opposite direction. I got stuck on the other side of the grapple. Oh! Well, you know, there's a silver lining to everything.
Did I die again?
Yeah, you kind of did. It might not have been what we intended, but we got there.
Prepare for oblivion. You're outmatched.
A braid for Ciel. How did I miss that? I guess it is in a bit of a side area. None of this looks familiar at all, actually. Oh, wait. Maybe this is actually the way I was supposed to go. Oh, god dang it. That's what the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Alright, I put it together. I put it together. I is smart. Yeah, Right Street. Let's get this done correctly this time. Okay, so we know she's over there. How do we get there? I feel like I'm supposed to go there. There's a rope up there, so maybe I'm actually supposed to go this way instead. Do a little bit of backtracking. Ooh, ooh, okay, okay, we got a plan. We got a plan. We got to get up there first. Oh, shit. All right, left street it is. Left street it is. And left street has to come before right street because I didn't see any flags on the way here. I don't have a good bearing on which way it is, though. That's the downside about teleporting. I feel like it would be this way. This would be progressing forward through the map. Get away from me, you smelly dingus. Okay, so we are in the beginning of the map because that's where we use the old key. All the way back from the beginning of the game. Okay, so now... Oh, well, I missed this. Okay. Let's keep progressing. I still... Jesus, this thing's right on my ass. I still don't see the area we're trying to get to yet. This looks like it could be. I need a way to get on buildings. Now that I'm on a building, can I do anything from here? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's the wrong building. Oh, you frick. You frick. Wait, wait, wait. Is that it? Or is that where I just came from? That's where I just came from, right? Crossing that bridge. Okay, yeah, that's where I just came from. Okay, and we want high ground. Ah, son of a bitch, dude. Not only was that not even close, it wasn't even in the right ballpark. Oh, wait, did this open up? Because there's a painter's mark. Oh, okay. Well, I was just supposed to go this way. I had no idea. Because there's a freaking painter thing here that I haven't done yet. All right. Okay, so this is just a whole area that I haven't been to yet.
Let's finish this.
Well, that will help.
Wow, a level 10 weapon! Such excite. Holy heck. Very hap-hap. Can I go? Oh, okay, I can. Oh, okay, and then this is going to take me where I need to go. Got it. Okay, so I guess that's actually why I didn't do the boss, because I just couldn't get there. The pathway was literally blocked off. Fair enough. I do have to admit, though, like, I understand that it is a very kind of old school RPG thing to do. Oh, there's also that there. It is a very, like, old school RPG thing to do where... Oh, wait, how do I get over there? Okay, so I'm going to have to go back that way, go down there, but down here there's something.
Good stuff.
It's a very old school RPG thing to do where after you go through an area and then after you trigger something later in the game, some pathway will open up. And perhaps, to be fair... Oh, that's how I got up there. Never mind. To be fair, it's possible that this pathway opened up immediately after we had our walk-in with Renoir. Oh, I'm on the right path. Okay. But I just didn't, you know, look around. Right? I probably just saw the ending and didn't even turn around because when I looked the first time, it was blocked off. So I'll actually give them the benefit of the doubt there. That they didn't just trigger it like, you know, 6 hours later. Now you can go here.
Nice.
Hold up. Okay, so healing death. Cool. I can take that one off my list. Doink. And now we just gotta fight this chick. Which from here, where do we go? I'm assuming it's up here. Ah, god dang it. Okay, make it easy. Let's just fight him. Let's just take him out.
You're outmatched. Phantom stars.
Get a little bit of chroma for our trouble. Literally a little bit of chroma. Now, to get where I need to go, I need to go kind of where that sword is. But I don't know if there's a way to do it from this way, so I wonder... Do I need to drop down from here? I'm kind of hoping the answer is no. But my body is telling me yes. Fuck it. So I think I've already been here.
There you go, we.
Oh, this is the friggin' beginning, isn't it? It is. Shit. Well, that's not helpful at all. Yeah, that drops us from there. Okay, let's go back to the manor. Manor Gardens. Okay, so that's not the answer to get over here. So the answer must be this way. It's too hot here. How's it going, Jake? I know. I get what you're feeling. It is also too hot here. Wait, but it can't be this way. And she's not down here. Yeah, dude, I put in my AC like weeks ago. I couldn't handle it. I don't do heat at all. I need it like a nice and balmy 55. Just kidding. That's way too cold. No, I typically put it at like 67, 66. Yeah, where the frick am I supposed to go? There's one way up there. No, that's from the beginning. Okay, so I'm just going the wrong way. So let's actually, instead of Manor, let's go back to Wright Street. This one's a pain. Yeah, you know what? There definitely is. I can definitely deal with it being outside, like working, but yeah, when you get home, you just want to be comfortable. You want to be nice and comfy. All right, now this stupid chick. I still feel like I need to get up there. That's gotta be it, right? Yeah, it's literally a walk path over to her. So I need to get up there, and I have no idea how to find the top of that rope. Okay, I gotta keep, like, where it is in my head and then just work backwards. Because I feel like I'm gonna have to get to the top of this building, and so in order to do that, I gotta get to the top of that building. But that means that I have to get up there, and I don't know where that is. That's the problem. So I think what I might have to do, I don't want to do it, but I think I have to start at the beginning, find the split point, and then go to the right. Which sucks, but I think I just have to do that, because I can't go backwards. Had an awesome beef, onion, and potato burrito for dinner night. Ooh, that does sound nice. I would be in for that. Unfortunately, your man's on a diet. I had to put myself back on one. Said it's time to get back on the wagon, do the hard work, and yeah. Unfortunately, well, I mean, fortunately for me, I just had a taco salad tonight, so very similar vein, very similar vein. Oh wait, is that? Oh, yeah, a lot of running around. So before I go and do the Endless Tower, because which one is this? This is the train station rooms, which I haven't been to before. I'm collecting all of the Pictos that I missed. Oh, Jesus. It's right... Of course it's there. I'm collecting all the Pictos that I missed the first time. So I got a full list, and I'm trying to find everything. There's like there were a couple bosses that I missed. You know, there were some shops that I didn't buy everything from the first time. There's this chick that's been evading me for like 15 minutes. Who's just gonna die in one hit. She's literally just gonna steel strike.
Let's carve a path.
Big did.
Blades sharp.
And Phantom Strike. Hey, I mean, 3 egg omelets are totally fine. Oh, and I guess there was a weapon there as well. But we got that. Revive Paradox. We're all set there. Yeah, I mean, I think it's totally different if you work, you know, manual labor. I mean, me personally, I sit in a chair all day. Except when I'm on a shoot, but even then, it's not like I'm moving around a ton. You know, cameras don't move that far. So we did that. We then also did... So here's our list that we're going through. What was the other one that I just did? Endless Tower, the Monolith, Endless Tower Flying. I think I already got rid of it. Flying Manor, Lumiere. That's original Lumiere, not old Lumiere. The Monolith, Seren, Endless Tower, Endless Tower, Endless Tower, Monolith. Okay, we only have a couple places to go. Unfortunately, I don't think that I can get this one. We checked it out earlier, and it seems like there's 2 lines of dialogue that you have to choose between a white and Everon. And if you choose the wrong one, you get Chroma instead of the Pictos, which kind of sucks. But looks like I already took the other one off. So let's go to regular Lumiere. Oh, wait, this is a weapon for Verso. What the frick? Base attack is 1 perfection per burn on target, while powerful 20% chance to burn on hit. How goes the game, my dude? Hey, Spark, what's going on, buddy? Gaming goes good. We're finishing up here, or we're getting to the point where we can finish up our first run of Expedition 33. So I'm going through and collecting all the Pictos that I've missed, so that way we can 100% all the Pictos. Unfortunately, the way the game works is there's or depending on how you look at it, you can't technically get 100% everything your first run through. You have to do multiple run throughs. And since I'm up here, let's drop this down. In case, for whatever reason, I ever have to come back. Because that was a nightmare. Alright. Back to the continent. But yeah, for sure. Like, you know, for people who work manual labor or do anything just naturally moving around, you know, you get to do, you get to eat a little bit extra. Unless you're just eating good by yourself. But I went on I had a major slack off season from like, I was on vacation for like 2 weeks around Christmas. And, you know, it got to a point where because I was not working, I didn't really have a regular routine. And so I started getting lazy. And then once I ran out of groceries, it's like, oh, well, you know, today I'll order some DoorDash. And then it was like tomorrow, well, why don't we just do DoorDash for lunch and dinner? And then it was, you know, it spiraled from there. And once I fall off like I just have, I have an eating problem. Like I have a food addiction. It's something that I've gone through many, many lengths to fix, including surgery. And it's just something I'm going to be battling with my whole life. So, you know, I know when I got to turn it back on, and now is just the time I got to turn it back on and just go to work and just get it done. That's just, it is what it is, you know? It just is what it is. Okay, so we got to actually go to the monolith here. We got a couple things here to do. Being bad. Pork chop stuffing, potatoes, gravy. That sounds heckin' good though, Sparks. That sounds heckin' good. Won't lie. That's not necessarily bad though. You know, it's like, you know, you just do some portion control and then maybe the next day you don't eat as many calories. You can see, that's the thing is like, so whenever I talk to people, because people ask me, because I've been through like a million different diets, I've done a bunch of different research to figure out it's totally different knowing the correct thing to do and actually doing the correct thing, right? So I've had I've had a lot of different conversations with my parents, because they've you know, my mom has always had issues with her weight ever since she was a little kid. My dad, not so much. My dad was always an athlete, and so I mean, Jesus, he was the lucky one, right? In high school, he would go to swim practice, and then every day he would go and get 2 Big Macs from McDonald's, and he weighed, you know, like 150 pounds. It was like, cool. He was that guy, right? But moderation is key. Yep, it's all, everything that I've looked into. Like, there's a bunch of different diets. You know, you have like the carnivore diet, Mediterranean, South Beach, Weight Watchers, low carb, keto. You have all these different things, right? The reality of it is more calories out than you put in. That's really what it comes down to. So if you can do that, oh, I don't even have travel points, so I literally have to walk through here and find it. You know, if you can do that, and obviously it's not that simple, right? There was, I believe, there was a guy who tried to prove that you could technically lose weight on like just donuts if you ate less than your calorie expenditure per day. Obviously, it's not good for you, right? Because there's more than just calories to nutrition, but technically speaking, it should work. I have my doubts because of the way that like sugars work and how they actually get used in your body, but theoretically, it should work like that. But the fact is, like, anytime, even if you think you're ordering good food, you know, when it comes to ordering out, like, for example, you know, today I was going to do my grocery shopping today on my lunch break. Unfortunately, I had some last minute shoots come up for work and I wasn't able to get grocery shopping. So I ordered Chipotle. And I've been doing really good the past week. And what I always talk to people about is like, just because you're on a diet does not necessarily mean that, you know, like one day you can't have, you know, a big meal, or you can't go out to eat and grab pizza with your friends. Like, that's not what it's about. Because overall, a diet is not about day to day calorie intake. It's about like week to week, month to month. Your body doesn't know, oh man, on Monday you were 100 over and Tuesday you are 500 lower. But that one day you were 100 over, so you're still going to gain weight. It doesn't work like that. Over the course of time, your body's like, oh, you're technically minus 400 now, so you'll lose those. But something like, you know, Chipotle, you're like, oh, this should be good. It's just rice and chicken and vegetables. But how much oil do they use to cook that chicken? And it soaks in, and oil is freaking dense, man. A tablespoon of olive oil is like 120 calories. It's no joke. But the reality is your body needs calories to work. Calories, people have this like awful aversion to the word calories, right? But all calories is a method of measuring energy. That's all calories are, is energy, and your body needs it. So, but it's where do you get those calories from? That's important. Getting 2,000 calories from sugar, or like more specifically processed sugar, is way worse for you than, you know, getting it from like 2,000 calories of protein. Totally different. Simplest diet is just avoid carbs. The calorie thing is actually hard to do because not all calories will be used as calories. So refined carbs are the enemy. Yes and no. So for the most part, yes, eating less carbs will be overall good for you. Correct. The problem with carbs is that they tend to store easier, which is all fat is. It's just like basically stored calories. And so the idea is if you're eating in a calorie deficit, your body goes, hey, I need more energy. You're not giving it to me, so I'll take it from literally your body. The problem is that carbs are brain food. You need carbs for your brain to work. And so that's when, if you just literally cut carbs, you start getting a lot of brain fog. And so while you want to have carbs, you don't want them coming in excess. And you also don't want them coming from refined sources. So to an extent, yes. Fats specifically have a way higher calorie density than carbs. Carbs and protein are actually incredibly similar in terms of density. You can kind of calculate those the same when you do your macros. But bad habits, yeah, of course. You know, it's one of those things where, I mean, look, there's habits and then there's addictions. And unfortunately, it's, you know, the way that I saw it explained before was it was a skit where the same person was being both sides. And they're like, okay, put your hand on that stove. And they put their hand on a cold stove. And then I forgot what the second part was. It was like, okay, they tell the person, like, I turned the stove on, but it's not. And they're like, okay, now touch the stove. And they're like, I can't. Or, no, I think the stove was on. They're like, just touch the stove. And they're like, I can't. They're like, you can. And they're like, my body physically can't. I know it will hurt me. And it's like, that's kind of the struggle that you go through.
Prepare for oblivion.
All right, let me go ahead and hit this. Oh, we didn't get the kill. It's all right. That's where Bale comes in. Nice. I like it starting a wood stove. Carbs are kindling, fats are softwood, proteins are hardwood. Yeah, that's also a good way to look at it as well. There is an energy cost for your body to convert fat and proteins to triglycerides, and there just doesn't exist for carbs, especially simple. Right. That's the thing too. Your body also works harder to burn the calories, and so if your body's working harder, it's going to burn more calories. So that was Combat Attack 2. Nice. We got that one out of the way. So we can go ahead and get that out of there. Doink. Let's see. The other ones here, the monoliths. So stay marked. In the area where you fight the chromatic Bergeron, past the seaweed wall, across tainted waters, can be bought in Flying Manor. So I have this here just because I'm not sure what level this is. Part of me thinks that I should just buy it because it's probably the highest level I can get. But I think that I'm actually just going to go look for this thing. Problem is, I don't know where this is. The chromatic Bergeron. But we can take a quick look. See if we can find it. Monolith can't be that big. It's straight up and down. I just have a major problem of eating while bored or mindlessly snacking. Yeah, that's a big problem. That's a big problem. Snacking in general is rough. Right? Because, look, especially the things that you're snacking on, it's not like, well, if you have eating problems, you're probably not snacking on, like, carrots, right? It's probably a carb of some kind. Cheez-Its or pretzels or peanuts or something like that, right? Because, I mean, salty, crunchy, perfect combination. But no one ever really looks at the serving size of, like, Cheez-Its, for example. Like, that's one of my weaknesses. And you look at it, it's like 13 crackers or something like that. You know, something small. And you're like, who the fuck eats 13 Cheez-Its? I breathe that. You know? So you end up sitting down and eating, like, you know, let's say a shit ton. Let's just leave it at that. But then you're putting down, you know, like 2,000 calories or something stupid. Wait, was that it? So in the arena, this one's going to be a little bit annoying to find. As a treat, well, exactly. And there lies the problem, is I just can't leave it in the house, because if I do, it stops being a treat and it just starts being like half the box. Well, the serving size, I mean, the serving size, realistically, is just there for marketing purposes, I think. Because, I mean, who's to say that a serving size of Cheez-Its that's 100 and, let's say, 130 calories is the correct serving size, excuse me, versus a serving that's 150 calories, right? It's not, I think it would be one thing if we looked at servings as equivalent, like, calorie counts. So if a serving, like, for example, I think it would be reasonable if we said, okay, a serving of anything is 200 calories. And then that would allow you to compare, like, oh, okay, this at 200 calories is you know, X amount more or X amount less than this other thing at 200 calories. Well, that's just not how... Oh, wait. Why are we in black and white all of a sudden? Do I go down here? They have to include the information, but there's no regular... Yeah, exactly. So they can kind of choose whatever they want to be, you know, said serving size. And so what they're going to do is they're going to choose a serving that is not so small that people go, what the fuck? A serving size is 2 crackers. But at the same time, they have to pick something so that people don't look at the box of Cheez-Its and be like, God dang, a serving size of Cheez-Its is 500 calories? Why do I feel like this is it? I don't think it is. I see a flag, though. So I'm in Tainted Lumiere. This is all also technically inside the monolith. Oh, wait, this is not where I need to be going. Okay, I think I'm just gonna buy. I'm gonna buy the thing and see how much it is, and if it's not the max one, then I'll come back for it. Right. And that's also the thing too. That's a big marketing tactic when it comes to anything that says 0 calories. A lot of it is not, but it's so negligible, or they pick a serving size that you can count it as 0. Yeah, so we'll come back to that one. Let's go to Serene. I really don't want to find this shop again, but we're right here.
Tight.
This one was a pain in the butt to find the first time. Geez, you were laid up post-surgery for a year? I missed that. That's crazy. Hopefully you're good now. That doesn't sound like fun at all. It's wildly unmoderated. It certainly is. There's a lot of marketing hacks. Sorry for causing the food change. Hey, it's I don't mind at all. It might be unhealthy. Well, it's one of those things, right? It's like if someone was trying to quit smoking, would you ask them about the science of smoking? I don't know, but I don't mind talking about it at all. I'm a weird freak. So several years ago. Quite a few years ago now. I had VSG surgery, so like I had like 90% of my stomach removed, and there was like a 2 to 4 week recovery period. I forgot exactly how long it was, and me being the freak I was, recovered by watching the Food Network. Like. So take that for what it will. For what you will. 2 knee surgeries from a work accident. Damn, that sucks. So were you like bedridden for a year? Like you said in post-surgery recovery, but you know, does that mean you just like couldn't, you know, because you said you worked manual, like a labor job. So are you not working, or are you actually like bedridden for that year? Food is needed, smoking is not. Yes, and that is a problem. That is what makes, in my opinion, well, I can't have a full opinion, right? Because I've never smoked, never been a smoker. My family's not smokers. I don't have anyone to like relate to in terms of trying to break that bad habit, or even that addiction, to be fair. But from everything that I've read and heard from people who have tried to break both, they say that food addiction is 100% harder because exactly for that reason, that you are constantly around food. You constantly need to eat. You don't constantly need to smoke. It's not like, oh man, well, I'll just have this diet smoke here. No, it doesn't work like that. Both are hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to belittle one or the other and say, you know, oh, this one, I'm winning the victim Olympics here. Like, not at all. But there's a different level of struggle when you encounter it every day, and you have to. So you barely made mobile before surgery 1 and low mobility after. Never got back to 100%. It got worse until I was low mobility and not working. Damn. The Canadian healthcare system is slow, huh? You don't say. Weird that so many Americans who don't study up think that the Canadian healthcare system is better. Weird. It's almost like they've never experienced it and don't know what that's like. Sorry, I won't get into that. I apologize. So I wasn't bedridden for a year, but 2 separate multi-month stints of very low mobility. Yeah, that sucks. Being low mobility sucks. I completely understand. When I was recovering, I had like this weird, I don't even know what it's called, but like literally a sore formed from sitting. Like, I didn't even know that could happen. But my doctor's like, yeah, I mean, it's not your fault. Like, you can't move around, but that just happens. I'm gonna tell Americans all the time our system sucks in a lot of ways. Yeah, like I said, I won't go into it. I know I've, you know, made mentions a couple times, and I know you've been like, thank you for not doing political stuff. Like, trust me, could have a whole conversation about that. Oh, I think I'm in definitely the wrong spot. I think we're on the wrong spot. You know where you get perfect chroma catalyst? It's all end content stuff. Oh, hey, there's one. There's quite a few towards the end of the game. Can I just jump over there? Nice.
Well, that will help.
But a lot of the end game bosses drop them. I think you might get one from the Paintress as well. But it's basically all bosses. But you do end up getting quite a few of them. I don't remember how many I have, but I know that my main weapons now have been perfected. And I probably have like 4 or 5 more. Yeah, that's not bad. I would kill to be there with you. Well, all right. We won't go that far. Yeah, I mean, struggling. So at my peak before surgery, I was almost at 400. I hit like 390. And then post surgery, I was able to get back down to 245. And I've climbed back up. I'm at like 340, and it sucks. Sucks a lot. But like I said, we're on the grind. We just gotta you know, put your head to the grindstone and get it done. You know, the thing about it is, so surgery is obviously a drastic step, right? Hey, we finally, oh shit, that's the fated man. Surgery is a drastic step. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to anybody willy-nilly just because, like, you have trouble, you know, losing weight or anything like that. I had tried so many things for, you know, like 10, 12 years. and my parents suggested it, and we just decided to go for it and see if it was a beneficial thing. And before that, the struggle is always not seeing results. So, you know, going through for like a month, obviously, you know, I like to eat. And so you go through a month, and if you don't see the results you get, it's like, man, I just missed a whole month of not eating my favorite stuff. Why would I keep doing this? And then so you fall off and stuff like that happens, right? But after surgery, it was the kick in the pants that I needed to help me push forward and kind of force me to be like, hey, you have to do something here because your parents just shelled out some good money to help you out here, and it would be real bad for you to not follow through here. And so I did. I buckled down, you know, I was going to the gym, eating real well, and I lost weight, obviously by using a tool, but that's why we have tools to help us achieve tasks that we're struggling to accomplish ourselves. And so that being said, what it allowed me to do mentally was to say, no, you can do this. You have done this. And so it's not as hard the following times. It's still hard, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a gym rat. I do not like going to the gym. I do not like getting hot and sweaty. It's not my thing. But I know that it is doable. I know that I can do it. It's just a matter of, like, making myself do it. Okay, where the frick is this? I think I'm in the totally wrong area. I've completely lost track of where I've been and where I need to go. No need to get disheartened. Oh no, I mean, I guess the part that I get slightly disheartened about is just the fact of knowing, like, how, like, it's a pretty long journey to get back to where I was. But I only just started. You know, like you said, no reason to get disheartened right now because you know, the journey is just started. The journey is not over in a second. God, is this? Oh my God, perfect. Oh, we just kind of like naturally made it here. Perfect. Who's your favorite and the least favorite boss? Well, I'm going to be completely honest. Unfortunately, a lot of the bosses I one-shot. So I didn't get to see a lot of their mechanics. The ones that I did get to see, I love fighting Renoir. Just for his music alone. It's so good. He easily has the best boss music like that I've heard in a while. All right, nice. So we got energizing attack. We're good here. And apparently that's the only one here. I grabbed these color Illuminas, though. That's a pretty nice one to pick up. If it means anything, you look good. Hey, thank you, Ghastly. I appreciate that. Or Ghostly. Ghostly, Ghastly. Either or. Both are ghosts. I appreciate that very much. I got a kind face. And I'm all freshly shaven. You know, Mondays are the day. You come on like a Sunday where I'm all disheveled. I got, you know, 7-day-old beard under the neck. I got the old neck beard going. You know, I got the Statham scruff on my head. Ooh. You rock it yourself? Dude, it took me, the lifestyle of your channel with the ginger beard, which I, it's like, looks like you have glasses. You know, so, it's interchangeable. I did it to mess with people. Ah, clever. Clever boy. Clever girl. You know, it took me a while to commit to the bald look. For the longest time, I had just kind of, well, I've gone through many different hairstyles. Like, in high school, I had hair down to my chin. And I had just like curly, I had the Jufro going, it was curly, had all that going on. But more recently, do you like Golgra? Man, I had a love-hate relationship with Golgro. She kicked my ass. Golgro was probably, you know what? Golgro was probably the best fight I've had because of the power level I was at when I did it. Because Golgro, stop scratching your ass, SKA. Because Golgro, I did like basically right at the start of Act 3, and I hadn't fully built my L yet to be a monster. And so I actually had a struggle with that fight and had to play it for probably like 15-20 minutes. So that's actually a pretty good answer. But yeah, like I had a pretty high up hairline, so like my hair starts like right here. So I had it pretty short for a while. I just kind of had like, you know, the slicked over look. And like I'm doing the thing. I'm missing hair up here. I wasn't feeling it. And honestly, what got me to do it? I was watching Breaking Bad, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I could rock this. And so I tried it one day, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like it because I've always had a beard. I think I've gone maybe a total of 2 months with no beard since like 2012. I just have always, I've had long, I've had short, I did goatee for a little bit in like the mid 2010s, but for the most part, I've just kept a beard. But yeah, embrace the Heisenberg for sure. I mean, yeah, that's where I got the inspiration to do so. Where do we need to go? Oh, we do need to go to the Flying Manor. Okay, let's go there. Yeah, for sure. One of my favorite shows of all time. And I was watching it with a friend of mine. She had never seen it. And I was just like, you know what? This could be all right. Okay, so we got to go a little bit southwest. A little bit. Had to shave in the army. I've had a beard since I left. It looks good. It looks good. You know, the beard, they say that the beard is the man's makeup, and I don't disagree. Never understood the bald hate. Yeah, I think the reason that the bald hate is when people are bald. I think it's more so balding than bald. I think if you just go the full bald look, it's not bad because you've committed to it, right? Because there's plenty. Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, Stanley Tucci. I'm sure there's more. Those are just the ones that come to my mind, right? Nobody looks at them and goes, ha, bald. Like, okay, maybe there are, but I have never seen them. You know, it's like, oh, dude, these guys are freaking badass. I personally would never rock the bald look with no beard, but that's just me. There are some people who can definitely pull it off. For me, I think you have to have a little bit more slender of a face. Me, I just look like a giant egg. Let's see. So I have to go the way of the Lampmaster. So the Lampmaster is, I think, up here. Dude, Statham is... Look, in my opinion, guys can... what's the word I'm looking for? They can judge other men without being gay, you know? Just as I can look at the color purple and be like, that's an attractive color. Like, you can look at a man and be like, that is an attractive man. I don't want to, you know, do the deed with him, but I can notice that he's attractive. Like, totally different things. I actually don't think this is the direction I'm supposed to go. Area with the lamp. Oh, I have to come here and buy some shit anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, the comb over thing, that's when it's like, see, that's what I mean. It's like it's the balding, not the bald. It's like if you're trying to hide it, I think people tend to find that be a little bit more, you know, something to poke fun at. Oh, Jesus, there's so many weapons here that I can't buy. That's fine. I can still use the things to level them up. Okay, so which ones we got? We got Stay Marked. And what was the other one that I bought? Accelerating Shots. Okay, nice. This is the one that I was hoping I had enough chroma to buy everything for. You know what? I am actually going to keep this on... What level was the Stay Marked that we got? Pictos. Stay Marked. Doo-doo-doo. Stay Marked. Oh, it's 28. Okay, so I don't have to get the other one. There's no way that it, well, I mean, I suppose it could be higher, but 28 is fine. That's good enough to consider having gotten it. Okay, so Endless Tower. So what else we got here? We got Endless Tower, Endless Tower, Endless Tower, Endless Tower, Tower. I got to go to Lumiere. Right, this is the one that we're currently getting. We're going to do the Chosen Path next. Or actually, we're going to do Lumiere next. Then we'll do the Chosen Path. Unfortunately, this one is off the table. And then it's all Endless Tower from there. So, I got to figure out where I fought the Lampmaster. I don't fully remember. We're holding on the last of your hair. It reeks of low confidence. Yeah. Well, there's only 2 areas on the left side. I know that it's on the left side, so we can just kind of run around this area real quick. Let me just make sure I understand where I'm going here. Floating platform area with Lampmaster. So first things first, I gotta find the area that had the Lampmaster, and that's gonna be a little bit of an issue since he's not here anymore. I think... Hey. Go up. Right. This is not the correct pathway. I gotta go there. This was a really cool area. Oh, you know what I want to do? Hang on, before I forget. Not that it's going to be super relevant here, but we're turning this up to expert. I should have done this way long ago to make it even slightly harder. I know, I keep saying first things first. I keep doing it. Yeah, okay, so this is not the correct area because there was a boss here. So you can bring us back down. Yeah, this was a cool area. I do wish I was more under-leveled for this, because you basically just fight all the bosses, all the, like, big bosses that you fought again. There is... Oh, right. I remember how to get up here. Yeah, this one took me... This one should not have taken me as long as it did to find. I came up here, and I was like, man, there's no path. How do I get up there? Oh, man. So you get wake me up before you go. Wake me up this time. Wake me up. Or is it inside? Yep. And then wake me up. What's the other wake me up? Those are the 2 that come to my mind immediately. I'm missing one. I'm sure I'm missing a couple, but I'm at least missing one key one. Oh my god, how could I forget that one? Oh, maybe this wasn't it, because this was Dueliste. I don't know, to be fair to myself, I wasn't much of a Green Day fan, so I'll give myself a pass there. It was much more of an Evanescence enjoyer. I was very much a scene kid. A lot of punk. A lot of alternative rock. All that kind of stuff. Was it down, which boss was down here? This was... Oh man, my memory's getting a jogging on this one. Oh, dude, me and my friends in high school went through a big ska phase. Basically, like, a lot of my musical taste was formed by my best friend in high school. He was always just going out on a limb and trying different stuff. Is it here? Was this the Lampmaster? Frick, man. Don't remember. There's a ska band that did a take on Me that, like, got me into ska. It wasn't Less Than Jake. I don't remember who it was, though. Floating platform area with Lampmaster. Man, that is just a horrible description. I think the Lampmaster might have been the last one I did, actually, now that I think about it. And if it is, I know exactly where he is. Real Big Fish. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, it's been so long since I listened to them. I had oh man, so today I had a very strange interaction, or maybe not interaction, but I had this weird instance with my brother. So all day, for some reason, like, I was driving in the car all day. I had to drive down to the New Hampshire border for a commercial shoot we were doing. And for some reason, Sleeping with Sirens, I forgot exactly what the song's called, but it's like, if you can't hang, that's the beginning of the title. If you can't hang, something. Wait, was this it? No, this was the 3. Oh shit, I'm all turned around now. This isn't the right place. But I gotta find the little boy. And anyway, it's been a long time since I've listened to Sleeping with Sirens, so I'm singing that all day because I just got it stuck in my head. And I come home, and my brother's cooking in the kitchen, and he has that exact song playing. And I was like, that is just very strange. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I just had this, like, need to play Sleeping in Sirens today. I haven't listened to him forever. And I was like, me too. Like, what is going on? Okay, so let me play this out. So this guy was up top. This chromatic was over there. You are Duelist. You were down there. Wait. You, Duelist was up there. So the one that I the one that I missed was down here. It's the one in the ethereal area. But I don't know why. It's just like I get weird songs stuck in my head, and that was the one that was today for some reason, and I guess it was for him as well. Don't wanna take your precious time, 'cause you're such a pretty face. Turn to a pretty big waste of my time. But I did all that music. All Time Low. Oh my god, I listened to so much All Time Low in high school. So I listened to a lot of Escape the Fate, which was super weird when I started, when I got to be older and started listening to Falling in Reverse, and it never clicked that lead singer Ronnie was the same Ronnie from Escape the Fate. Oh, is it right down here? Yeah, there we go. Energetic healer. Cool. But when I was a freshman in high school, okay, this gives me the this is like, hey, you were stupid back then. Freshman in high school, right? 14. I was 14 years old at the time. My best friend at the time was also a freshman, and our girlfriends were juniors. That's right. That's right. And we Escape the Fate was coming to a venue in Boston. And we wanted to go see them. And we were like, can we go? Our girlfriends will drive us. And my parents were like, no. And we freaked out. We're like, why not? Because you're 14. You're not going to Boston, you dumb little kid. Like, yeah, we didn't get why that wasn't a realistic thing. You know, 2 hours away from home. It's like, yeah, you're not doing that. During Ronnie or after? Wait, during Ronnie. Well, Escape the Fate. I mean, oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So I listened to a little bit while Ronnie was in there, and then I definitely listened to it more when, I think his name's Craig, when Craig took over. So a little bit split there. You know, like whatever album Situations was on is kind of when I started, and then yeah, this War Is Ours was definitely the album that I listened more to, though, to be fair. I listened to the Flood on like repeat. Oh my god, dude, dubstep was the wildest trend that ever happened. Trying to explain when someone tried to explain to me what dubstep was, like when it first happened, I don't think anybody knew exactly how to explain what dubstep was. I don't know if anyone still knows how to explain what dubstep is.
Here we go.
All right, so looks like we only got one more. And then everything else. Oh, no. So we have one more that we actually need to locate. And then the next one is in the Chosen Path, which is a bunch of challenges, I think. And then we got to do Endless Tower. Dubstep is just bad techno. True, I mean, that's kind of the best way to explain it, I think. I still, like, every once in a while will go back to some of the Skrillex big hits. Hey, and we get to enjoy this music one more time. I'm in it. This music is so good. Okay, so we have to go in Central Plaza. To be fair, I don't know which Central Plaza is Central. I don't think this is the Central... Oh, Central Plaza is where we saw Renoir for the first time. So it's not this. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of things that I enjoyed as a kid that I watch or listen to now, and I'm like, what on earth were you thinking? And there's a lot of other stuff that I go back and mostly watch. I went through a phase a few months ago where... Nope, not this way. Not this way, because this doesn't have the cool music. Where I watched like 10 or 15 episodes of Metabots. That show is sweet. Not as good as I remember, but was still a fun one. Oh, wait. No, this is this... Oh, no. This is where Gustav was, so this is the wrong direction. But, like, I'll go through and I'll watch, like, old Yu-Gi-Oh! As just, like, a nostalgia thing. Although the big one that gives me the most nostalgia, because this was, like, my show. See, I never played the games of Metabots, but the show was cool. It was basically like robot Pokemon, right? A cool one that I liked was also Mega Man. Specifically the Mega Man where they had, I forgot what the subtitle of the show was, but the one where they have the chips, right? They would jack in. No, wait, that was, yeah, he jacked in. I was gonna say Metabee, but that's obviously Metabots. But we would always do that with me and my friends. Like, we'd take our, like, little Game Boy Advance games. You know, we'd have our we'd have our SP. We'd be like, jack in, Pokemon Emerald. Battle Network. Yeah, that's what it was. That was fun. But yeah, I'll watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is cheesy as hell. Oh, I never got that. That's right. Okay, so I think this is the Central Plaza. Find the young boy. Go behind the tree in the middle of the area right before the Shattered Alley. Oh, I could have just gone to the Shattered Alley Expedition flag. That would have made this 10 times easier. There was a game that directly came from the show. Okay, so here's the young boy. Oh my god, how did I miss this one? Wow.
Well, that will help.
That's crazy that I missed that. Alright, cool. We're off to just the challenge ones. There's a creator who did like a 68-hour video on it. Dude, I'll be honest, Jake. One of the things that I do quite frequently, so I'm someone who can't, I can't go to sleep with like silence. So typically, I always have a fan on, but I always put on something to listen to. I went through a really long phase where I would just put on Bob Ross episodes, and I'd be out before one was done. I listen to Cracking the Cryptic a lot, which they do a lot of like Sudoku puzzles. But they do Sudoku puzzles where you basically don't do Sudoku. So they'll do them where they start with like no digits, but there's a bunch of rules and it's a lot of like logic puzzles. The guy's, I think he's either British or English. I always get the two confused. But they have a really good channel for that just kind of like, it's just like mindless noise to put you to sleep. The guys are incredibly smart. But video essays on like retrospectives on video games are a perfect choice. So that would be one, even though like I never really got into the Mega Man games. That would be one that I would just listen to just because like that's just interesting to me. And I'll, for like weeks, I'll keep having to go through and I'll be like, wait, an hour in, listen, 5 minutes later, like, no, this sounds familiar. Then I'll have to go forward a little bit more because I have no idea when I passed out. Sky Island? No. Where is it that I'm going to? The Chosen Path. I believe it's all the way up here. Gestural Beach, Sinister Cave, Sunless Cliffs. Ah, Chosen Path. Okay, so it's right above the snowy area.
Hang on tight.
But I do that a bunch, whether it's, you know, retrospectives on like world records or, you know, other ones that I've done are like the history of world records. So whether it's, you know, Ocarina of Time's world record, Super Mario 64 is one that I've watched before, like a retrospective on that. Ben Saint, very long form video essay. He does his regular Mega Man 2. We're going to do a little bit of a Google it right now. And we're going to load it up. Ben Saint Mega Man. Boom. 8 hours. 1.1 million. Well, hey, you can't be much of an idiot if 1.1 million people have done the same thing. Can you? Is that how that works? Can you also be an idiot with 1.1 million people? I suppose you can. I suppose you can. All right, the Chosen Path. I have no idea what this is. Let's see here. So, I've been in here, but I didn't do any of it because I obviously wanted to save it for stream. So, basically, only one warrior enters. Now, we could cheat. And we could send in mail. I don't really want to do that. I'm going to send Seal. Not that it's really, you know, not that it's cheating per se, but we all know that mail would just smoke it. So, let's okay. Well, Seal has 4 turns. So we'll you know, we'll do our thing. Okay, never mind. I think we figured out what's going on here. All right. Well, it's not as hard as I thought it was. Path has already been cleared. All right. Well. All right, Verso, your turn.
Let's finish this.
Can you just kill him in 1 hit? Yeah. All right, I'm just too over leveled. I just can't do anything. Oh, you know what we'll do? Oh wait, no. I was gonna say, can I? All right, fuck it. We're doing it with my dead ass Minoko. Oh shit! I actually have to do it with Minoko. Motherfuck. Oh, I have to do it with everybody. Okay. Here we go. Unbuilt Minoko. Okay, well, it's a one-shot game here. That said, we're gonna do it. We're gonna... Wait a minute. Oh, it just brings me back over. Okay, well, we're gonna do this one because it's closer. Oh my god, Pokemon Conquest? That brings me back. Oh, frick, he has oh, Jesus. I definitely jumped there. That's some garbage on my controller's end. That's controller garbage right there. I think I need a new controller. I think mine's on its way out.
Oh, really?
Okay, well, considering I don't know how this guy plays, this is going to be interesting. Single target physical damage that pierces shields. 6 is damage increases for each shield on the target. That would have been nice to do before. Applies regen to all allies. We're on a caster mask. I guess let's do oh shit. Oh wait, no. I think you're not immune. Oh shit, he is immune to ice. Well, that's a great start. One of my only attacks is ice. Okay, maybe we're gonna give him a little bit of help. Maybe we're gonna give him a little bit of help. Let's give him... Oh yeah, he has 0 stats. this is gonna be interesting. Let's give you some defense here, huh? Defense and crit. Let's give you health and defense, especially since you have a heal. And let's then give you how about some speed, so that way we get to go every once in a while. Let's do combo attack. Actually, no. I was going to say combo attack because I can start unlocking, but that doesn't make sense because we're obviously not going to be getting wins. So let's instead do... did I put second chance on anybody? That might be like a little bit too much cheating. I did. Okay, that's fine. And I'm going to make sure I come back here and save. Oh, there's nowhere to... Oh, there's this. Hang on. Let's do this. Let's be smart about this. Mail. We'll go ahead. We'll go in. We'll win this one. And then it will also save us closer. Yeah, the main series, I don't know. You know, it's interesting. I've seen retrospectives where people say, like, people compare, for example, like, Pokemon... Like, there was a whole video that I watched comparing Pokemon designs from now to, you know, Gen 1. Specifically talking about how, like, the designs back then were much sharper angles, more realistic, and now they're all just super curved and bubbly looking. And the comparison, like, looks between them. It's like, oh, look at all these curved ones now. Look at all the sharp ones then. But then it's like, well, these are just hyper, like, they're picked to specifically prove this point. And then so the person who did it, like, took Pokemon who... fit those descriptions but flipped them, and it's like, look, there were clearly Pokemon back then that were like curvy and, you know, bubbly, and there's ones now that are sharp and angled, but it's likely just because you're older now. Like, when the games first came out, like, you were a kid, and so you enjoyed this kind of stuff, and now that you're older, you're gonna look at it with a totally different lens.
Foolish move.
Okay. Nice parries. Chalier combo. High physical damage. Interrupt if failed. Well, let's not fail. Damn it. Okay, we are on agile. Do we have anything? Ooh, single target physical damage that pierces shield, 6 hits, damage increases for each shield on the target. But we get increased damage, so let's go for the increased damage. Nice. Nice. Big hits, big hits.
Foolish move.
Okay, luckily this guy is like the easiest attacks to dodge, except for this one that he's gonna poke me with his nose. Nice. 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 Counter. Sick. Big damage. A little sad that we don't have Painter on him. Or Painted Power. We could actually do some decent damage. Ooh, what do we have for gradient charges? Mighty Strike. High lightning damage. 2 hits. Deals double damage if the target is stunned. Goes to Almighty Mask. Huh. Again, the downside being our damage is pretty restricted here. Okay, let's just save. Let's go for a regular attack.
Foolish move.
Nice. Legends was a Pokemon should have. I never played Legends. I never did. But apparently the is it remakes of Z is gonna be kind of like that. All right, we got him halfway, and then we got to do the same thing with Luna because she's unequipped, but at least she has stats.
A bit of violence, yes. That's more like it.
Nice. The best Pokemon game is Infinite Fusion. I'll fight people up. Excuse me. I haven't tried any... Well, I mean, I've dabbled in custom ROMs, but I've never tried Infinite Fusion. I've just seen shorts of people making some crazy-ass fusions. Making a new Legends game. I don't know if it's a remake. Also, it's Zed. It's definitely not Zed. It's definitely Z. No one should go XYZ. That's just malarkey. That's just some ridiculousness. That's catering to the British, my man. I think. That's the American education right there. Oh, crap.
That's more like it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Minoko won a fight. Hey. Now can Luna do the same? Okay, yeah, she is at least getting painted power. At least. She doesn't have to have anything else on her. I don't care about that, but she's got to have painted power.
A storm is coming.
Well, that's convenient. I hope it's a Switch 1. Oh, I hope it sees a Switch 1 release. Yeah, I don't know about that. I know for a fact that it's coming out first. Well, I shouldn't say for a fact, but based on the Nintendo Direct, I'm assuming that it's coming out for the Switch 2 since it came out when they announced the Switch 2, I believe. I would be very... I mean, actually, no. I know specifically that they are making it for the Switch 2 because the whole excitement around it was the fact that the Switch 2 was going to have 60 FPS. And so it was... So the excitement was like, oh, we can finally play Pokemon in 60 frames. That being said, I don't know if it's going to have a Switch 1 release. Well, that's just rude. Is there a theme for your run? No, we're just kind of... We're honestly pretty close to the end of... I mean, I've completed the main run. At this point, we are collecting all the Pictos that I've missed along the way. So this chosen path, honestly, this Luna is just not built. I took literally everything off her, and we're kind of just messed around here, trying to make things harder for ourselves. Let's go ahead, Mayhem. Because I looked at... Oh, hey. Oh, there we go. Oh, we missed one. Oh. Shit. Well, see, there we go. Because so I looked at this and it was like, oh, send in one warrior? This is going to be easy. Mael just cleans house. So I was like, let's pick the not cheating option and go CL. And then the next one I went to, the option was turned off for CL. So it's like, oh, I have to fight with all the people that I don't have built.
A storm is coming.
Okay, let's see if we can get lucky with some crits. All right. Let's see. That's not what we need. Unfortunately, I don't really have any ways. Let's get some burn going.
A storm is coming.
We could just go for the mayhem. Actually, let's just put more burn. Oh, Jesus. That was so slow. Alright, I think we need to get lucky with this elemental trick. Okay, we're gonna need to go Terraquake here, I think. Or actually, no, I need to get this. Let's fire up another one.
Elements converge.
Nice. Okay, we lined it up. We lined it up. I didn't realize I was bound, so I couldn't dodge the first one. Alright, get Genesis, you idiot. Come on, big crits, big crits, big crits. Okay, we got some there. We got some. Let's go in for the trick, see what we can get. Okay, we actually got the... Oh. Bro. The impale is a little annoying. Figuring out the time on that. Alright, let's... We've had our fun. We've had our fun. Give me some, Give me some, What do I need speed for? No, I need crit. Give me the stupid shit. No, I don't want that. Give me this. And give me this. 100% on the money. Let's get her done. That should make it a little bit easier. New Digimon game? I didn't know they were still making Digimon games. That's crazy that there's still a market for that.
Let the ink flow. Let us stain them. Chroma is flowing. Meet your reckoning. Let us stain them.
69, 69. Oh, frick you. There we go. Okay, now we got this.
Let us stain them.
Keep the Digimon disrespect out your goddamn mouth. Sorry, sir. I'll choose my words more carefully next time.
A storm is coming.
All right, let's clear this guy out.
Meet your reckoning.
You know, it's a much easier thing when you have 100% crit rate with Elemental Trick. All right, the door opens. If you make me choose one, I'm choosing Mael. I'm gonna just push your shit in, okay? Oh, I just get this. Okay, nice. Base shield. +1 shield if not affected by shield on turn start. That is actually quite good for Mael, considering that we lose shields a lot. So that's actually pretty good. You know what? I think we totally overlooked the best Pokemon Pokemon spin-off game. We totally overlooked it. Didn't even mention it. Like you were talking about Digimon and Metabots. We didn't even talk about the best Pokemon game. Pal World. Pal World is the best Pokemon game to come out since like Gen 3 or Gen 4. And the fact that Nintendo or Game Freak didn't do it first. Now the problem is if they do it, they're going to get shit for copying Pal World. All right. It is time to enter the tower.
Here we go.
And see what all the hype is about. You know what I think is cool? They only do this a couple times, but this is so old school right here. The locked off camera that forces you to look in one direction, and they can just intentionally paint, or not even paint because it's you know, CG, it's 3D design, but they can put exactly what they want in the frame, exactly how they want you to see it. This doesn't get done basically ever now. And I kind of miss it. There's a weird jankiness to it, right? Having your character so far away, it's a little bit hard to move them around, right? So clearly, like, it aged, and I think they, you know, they kind of did, they know that it aged, right? Because it's not like they do it all over the place. There's a couple times that they do it in this game, and I really appreciate that they did. They clearly have a background in, like, old school RPGs, or at least a love for the old school RPGs, and, you know, I like that they throw those throwbacks in every once in a while. Because, like, this is a great shot. This is so cool. Just, like, this dread-filled tower that we're going up to, that's just, it's just gonna kick our ass. Like, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. They did a really good job with this. You know, just touching it in every once in a while. They did another one like that, going in to fight Simon under the monolith. I'm trying to think. They did it like only in maybe one other time I can think of, or I can't think of it, but I know they did it one other time because when they did it when I went to fight Simon, I was like, oh, they're doing this again. So I think they've only done it like 3 or 4 times in the whole game. I remember those all the time in like Final Fantasy VIII. Because like Final Fantasy VIII is the one I didn't play a lot of it, but it's the one I played the most of. Star Ocean 2. I've heard of that one. Is that one like a... Whenever I think of Star Ocean, there's another game I think of that's more fantasy themed. But is Star Ocean the sci-fi themed one?
Proper challenge.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII completely passed me by. I have never played a Final Fantasy or any of the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the remake. I never played any of those. I've never touched a Final Fantasy VII game. Alicia, I must say you've surprised me. I didn't expect you and your friends to succeed. And I certainly didn't expect the doppelganger to pull you into his schemes. He was supposed to keep an eye on you, not recruit you. But you did well, and all that's left is for Renoir to clean up the canvas. How can you let him erase versus canvas? Alicia, don't be emotional. You know this is necessary. And spare me that drivel of how much this canvas means to you. I've spent far more time here than you. I painted half this world with Verso. We went on adventures here while you sat reading in your room. I was perfectly fine leaving Mama here to work out her sorrows. And if you insist on staying too, well, that's your choice. But Renoir will not stand for it, and I need him to help me with the real conflict outside, not to waste more of his time in here. Enough. I grow tired repeating myself. Renoir will do what needs to be done. Why don't we have some fun instead? That sounds like fun. Good. I'll show you what you missed out on all those years hiding in your room. It's a game Verso and I used to play. I've sketched some figures. Doodles, really. I believe your friends call them Neverons. It's a creative name. I like it. Verso and I named this challenge The Gauntlet. Survive them all, and I'll show you a true drawing. Come on, Alicia. Have some fun. The gauntlet lies within the canvas. Don't worry, death there isn't final. Every canvas has its own rules, and I find death a boring outcome. Don't you, Alicia? Well, now. Just kind of want to take a look around here. Okay, so I think Star Ocean is the one that I'm thinking of then. No, Xenoblade was not the one that I was thinking of. There's another Xeno, though, isn't there? Is it Xenogear? But I think I remember the difference between the two, maybe. Wait, what's up here? What is this? Oh, this is perhaps just a marker to show, like, how far you've made it through the tower? Although there's another red one over there. Oh, and there's one over there. Maybe I'm thinking of Xenogears then. Either way, I've heard of Star Ocean. I can't do anything over here. Maybe this is for after we do the tower? Maybe something unlocks. Choose your trial. Well, got one trial. Let's pick that one. Oh, Versus already given up. I'm going to assume that these guys have basically no health. I was correct. That's okay. It'd be too boring if it started difficult. We got to make our way up the ladder. Stage 1, Trial 2. Okay, here we go.
Let's go again. Phantom stars.
Oh, this one made it. He survived. Bye. Easy enough. Trial complete. Choose your trial. Stage 1, trial 3. Ooh, duelist. Hello.
Let's finish this.
Hello, motherfucker.
Phantom stars. Ready to strike.
Okay, okay, you're a chunky boy. I see you. However, given the fact that we have 6 turns, technically way more than that because these are all going to get doubled. I don't think you're gonna last very long. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, that seems about right. Greater Defenseless. We can take that one off the list. Oh, wait, I don't even have that one on the list. What happened there? Oh, this is, I bet this is just a level up. If I had to guess. Right, because I did mention the fact that I didn't look through, like, every single Pictos, and so there are going to be some that I get that are duplicates. Okay, yep, makes sense. Stage 2. Okay. I wonder what differentiates the stages. Maybe just where the enemies are from?
You're outmatched.
Phantasy Star I've definitely heard of. Like, these are all names that I've heard of. I just never played them. Like, as a kid, my choice of games was pretty limited. My parents were pretty restrictive of not only the content that I could play, but also how many games I got to play. So, in general, like, in my Sega days, I played a frick ton of Sonic. I played the Aladdin game on Sega. There was also another game. I can never remember what it was. It was kind of Arabian Nights-esque. I remember 2 characters. There was kind of a thicker male character. Like, he had big arms, and he was muscular, but he was a little thicker. And then there was a girl who had maybe either dark black or purple hair, I think, but I can never remember the name. It comes back to me every once in a while when I'm thinking, you know, when I'm thinking nostalgic stuff. If I saw the cover, I could, like, probably confirm whether it was that or not, but yeah, I don't remember what it was. Ah, frickin' A, dude. Of course we crash. That being said, since while we're waiting for the game to pop up, Sega titles, Arabian. I don't know that that's necessarily going to pull it up. It's probably going to pull up games that are called Arabian. Yeah, it's going to pull up games that are called, like, Arabian Nights, and it wasn't that. Sega titles covers. That just gives me a big freaking long list. That doesn't help at all. Hey, there's Phantasy Star 4. Ooh, here's a big picture. Can I see it? Arabian Fight? No, I don't think it was actually like Arabian. Like you know, it's one of those things where like I can pull some details out, but they don't mean anything. Like I can see images, but I can't like pull out details. It was a side-scrolling platformer game for sure. And it was definitely more like it was definitely more Eastern in theme. It wasn't Castlevania. There's Aladdin, but it's not that. What was it? The problem is, like I said, I can remember like what some of the levels looked like. I know there was a level in like a deep forest. Again, I don't know if any of this helps. There was also an early level where you're on the side of a building, and I think the building was either kind of like that sandstone look that you would get in Aladdin, or there was a wooden like saloon type door on the side of the building. Maybe it had night in the name? No, that brings up knights. Wasn't knights. Not Night Warriors. This is all Sega Saturn stuff. I should probably look up Sega Genesis. Is there just a full list of covers that I can look up? Like Sega Genesis, all games? There's a list, but I need images. I don't know. I'll leave it up, and if I think about it, I'll look for it later tonight, and I'll see if I can bring it up for next time. Or if you think you find it, I'll look it up and see if it is that. Because it's like, it's on the, like you said, it's on the tip of my joystick. Thunder. It's not Castlevania. Is that it? Wait. I don't think that's it. Beyond Oasis? No, that's not it. Not Beyond Oasis. I don't know. I don't know. Trial complete. All right. Sage Trial 2.
Let's carve a path.
Ayo? What's Ayo? What's Ayo, Spark? What you got going on, bud?
Phantom stars. Watch out, my elf.
Oh no, we're exhausted. It only makes us stronger. All right. What else we got? Stage of Trial 3. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, top 100 Sega Mega Drive games by chart, and there's an image. Okay, hold up here. This might be a gold mine. Tip your what now? Oh. Tip my what now? Okay, this might be a gold mine. Although I don't remember the game being all... Well, to be fair, I was a kid. I don't know what was good back then. So I don't know if it made his list or not. I mean, the guy's got Home Alone. How good can it possibly be? Nope, not on this list. This guy's got bad taste. First wrong with you. Okay, let me... Oh, this is way too freaking small. What am I supposed to do with that? I hate it when people put images that are like that big online. Yeah, that image is way too small. I'm not pulling anything out of that one. All right. Oh, Lamp Master. Oh, frick.
Time to end this. Prepare for oblivion.
Finesse and grace.
Alright, I'm pretty sure you just die here. Okay, yeah, we're still not at the point that people are outliving Stendhals. Energizing Rush, was that on my list? It was! Hey, first one that we get to cross off from Endless Trial. Or from Endless Tower. Excuse me. Alright, 3 trial 1. Let's go!
Reborn once more. Phantom stars. Let's have some fun.
I mean, even if these guys have more health, we're still at the point where we still have, like,
Blades sharp.
12 turns before they go.
Firing. Done.
Okay, we beat another fight. Let me take another quick look. View image. Reddit. Come on, Reddit. You can do this. You can do this for me. Oh, wait. No. I think I already looked at this and it's not on this. I don't think it was Golden Axe. It doesn't sound right. That doesn't have the right theme. What was that freaking game? The problem is I probably need to look through like every title on the Genesis to figure it out. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh my God, we're so close for a second. So I think it had a similar. Oh no, I was gonna say the cover I think had a similar look to Arcus Odyssey, but the game it definitely wasn't that. Golden Axe has 3 characters. Okay, let me look up Golden Axe real quick. Sega Genesis. Nope, it was not Golden Axe. So there was no way to go vertical in any way. It was only side-scrolling. Sega Genesis side-scroller games. Yeah, it was only side-scroller. I know there was vertical platforming, don't get me wrong. Okay, let me go back and do some more here. And, like, there were definitely enemies that you had to fight.
Let's carve a path.
Problem, I remember not being good at it as a kid. I know that's not helpful at all.
Phantom stars.
Blades of Vengeance. All right, let me type that in real quick. No, this is a little bit too Diablo-y. We're looking more for... Again, I remember a forest level. Like this, I'm seeing a lot of red in the background. I remember there being a lot of like blue-green to the palette in the forest. A lot of brown in like the village. Okay, we're getting to a point where they're living our hits.
Prepare for annihilation.
So the girl was not, oh Jesus. The problem is I don't know if I'm making up stuff or not. I feel like the girl was either kind of rogue-ish or almost like gypsy-ish. No, I don't think it was exile. There was no 3D. Yeah, no, that's not it. No, there was no 3D world map. God, this is gonna bug the crap out of me. You've got me hooked. Now I need to find this game. I need to figure out what it is. Like I'm telling you, if I see an image, I'll be like, that's it. But I don't. I'm wondering at this point if it was even on the Genesis, but it had to be on the Genesis. I know it was actually because I know I had it in the box with the red stripe on it. Is there a catalog somewhere? Is there a catalog that has all of the Sega Genesis titles that has all of the cover images? Because any list that I've found so far just has the names. I can't do it by the name. I have to see the image. So if they have that, I can go through and find it.
Phantom stars. My turn.
Anga! Let's spill some ink. Lost chance. I can do it.
Oh, yeah, but the site requires a login, though. Oh, wait, Clea hair. Yeah, no, I trust me, I get I get what you're putting down. Let's see, okay, let me. Okay, I'm going back in. What do we have? Let me just do this. Let me just do Sega Genesis box art. A Galahad. Let's see. Nope, that's definitely not it. That's definitely not it. Street Sonic. There's no way that it was Castlevania. I keep like coming back to Castlevania, but I don't. I'm pretty sure that that was not it. I would know if it was Castlevania. Um. Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think if maybe like it had to have been on the Genesis because the only other system that I went to. Yeah, it's not this. Um, was I went straight from this to PlayStation 1. And I know it wasn't on the PlayStation 1. And that's part of the problem too. I might be giving you I might be giving you false memories that I've generated, because this is a game that I played back when I was like 5 or 6, right? So I might be completely off about my description, and you know, like I'm creating basically a false memory of what it actually was. Um, I suppose I could be mixing 2 games into one, but I have a pretty vivid. I know yeah, I know the stream is just completely sidetracked. I know it is. Okay, yeah, I gotta. I'll pull it back. I'll just look for it. I'll pull back and look for it at a later date. Because it's probably gonna take me looking for like you know, video footage and stuff like that.
Disaster expedition, eh?
Because I've found it before. I know because I spent some time looking for it before, and I did end up finding it, so I know it exists because I remember looking for it. But at this point, I've forgotten. But these are just like 2 attacks and you're dead.
Here we go again. You're outmatched.
What do I go for? This is fine.
This will hurt.
Oh, geez. There's 600. I didn't even realize the Genesis catalog was that large. Yeah, so that's a problem. That's a problem.
Let's finish this. Phantom stars. Cut him down.
Got it. Okay, well, I know it wouldn't have been a JP only game, because there's no way I would have played that as a 5-year-old, you know. It's something, like, I remember, well, I don't remember where I got it from, but, like, you know, I probably got it from, like, Blockbuster or something. Oh, dude, sick. We're getting white hair? Yes. Is that just Mayel, though? Like, she already has white hair. Yeah, okay. We can go bald. Jesus Christ, that's cursed. I actually like this more than the hair we had on her, so that's actually a nice one to grab. That being said, which one did we just get? We just got Time Tint, so that's off the list.
My turn. Prepare for oblivion.
Time to hit big.
Still one-shottable. Still one-shottable.
Phantom stars. Cut him down.
It's a fighter and old mage. Yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, I'll find it, and then tomorrow I'll pull it up. But I'm not finding it on just a Google search, so I'm probably gonna have to go through like a full list and just figure it out. Oh, is that her original hair, but in white? Why do they wait for all this white hair? The white hair's the best hair. Oh, wait, whose hair was that? Is that Luna? This should probably go a lot quicker if I just waited for it to tell me. Is that white hair for CL? Oh my god, if that's white hair for CL, I'm so freaking happy. Please? Shit. Who was that for? Yeah, come on, move faster. Whose hair? Frick. Am I crazy? Did I just not get hair for that? I could have swore that hair was a reward.
Here we go again. Prepare for oblivion.
Blades sharp. En garde.
Hey, I mean, this is a step up.
Blades
Like,
sharpened.
they didn't die in one hit.
Fiery.
Okay, well, they die in two. See, like, this time I just got hair with someone. Picto's already owned. Then we got Luna hair. So the last one had to be CL, right? Because we had just gotten... Unless they just weirdly gave me, like, Verso hair. Okay, it's definitely not that. Oh, I think what I saw was just the remnants of the previous one. I think that's where I was getting confused. Yeah, so the braid I got and then jumped into the next trial before it showed up as saying you got it. And then, so when I left the second one, it was like... No, the CL braid was new from before. It was definitely white hair, but... I'll make sure to catch up.
Prepare for oblivion.
Time to hit big.
Okay, so the next one we're getting is at 6'3".
Let's finish this.
But now that I know we're getting hair, dude, CL's white hair. We just got white hair for Luna, so we better get white hair for CL. And goddamn, it better be a good one too. Better not be something stupid like the frizzy hair.
Found some stars. Let's carve a path.
Time to hit big.
Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Cut him down.
Oh, we finally got some chunky enemies. All right, I can deal with that. Let's go Steel Strike on the big one. Let's go Phantom Strike. Okay, never mind. They're not chunky. They're... That looks like CL. CL, you got white hair now, girl? You got white hair now? Yeah. God, and it's her regular hair too. Dude, she looks so good. She looks so good with white hair. It only took us until the very end game to get her an actually good hairstyle other than her primary hairstyle. God, she looks so good. Yep, that's a sweet one. That's a sweet one. I'm happy with that. Actually, and that being said, I actually have to... I think I'm going to call it there tonight, actually. It's actually a pretty decent spot to put us up. Critical weakness. Oh, and we got that too. So that's another one that we can cross off our list. So we did pretty good compared to where we started. Oh, wait, and I did base shield too. So compared to where we started, this is where our list ended up. We were all the way down to like here on terms of Pictos that we didn't have. So clearly, I just haven't gotten to these stages yet. And obviously that'll come in like 10 minutes because we're going to cruise through these. Hopefully... Oh, Saint Sword. Hold up. Hold up. Let's look up Saint Sword. That doesn't sound right, but it could be. No, it still looks too fantasy. Yeah, no, there's like a centaur on it. That's not it. All right, I'm gonna go on a journey. I'm gonna find this thing. Don't you worry. I am going to find this thing tonight. I swear it exists. And when I find it, I'm gonna be like, oh, duh, that's what it is. But till then, so technically speaking, I think we only have 2 Pictos left to get. Auto powerful, unfortunately, I cannot get on this playthrough. So that's a bit of a bummer. But everything else I have. I think I might be missing an outfit or 2 though. And I don't know what we're gonna. I don't know if we're doing a new game plus. I don't think we're doing a new game plus. I think honestly, what I want to do after this, because we'll probably. So probably what we'll do is I want to save a little bit of stuff for tomorrow. Which is why I'm not finishing it here. And then I think what I want to do is I actually want to hop into Elder Scrolls Oblivion. So I probably have more games in Skyrim than potentially any other game I've ever played. And I never touched Oblivion because of how janky it looked. I know the graphics don't make the game, but when I was playing Skyrim, graphics did make the game. And when Skyrim came out, Skyrim looked great. And now that I've seen video footage of Oblivion Remastered and Skyrim looks like a potato. So I want to jump in. I don't know if I'll do like a full playthrough of Oblivion, but I think we could have a lot of fun playing Oblivion Remastered. I don't expect there, like, I still expect there to be jank in terms of like Bethesda jank, but based on what it did look like, they've clearly updated the graphics quite a bit. But don't get me wrong, I'm still expecting full-on Bethesda jank. But you know, I've always been curious because one of the things that happened a lot back when I was doing the roguelike videos was anytime I had first-person combat, I would always say, you know, roguelike with Skyrim combat. And a lot of people would always get on me and be like, it's Elder Scrolls, and anyway, Oblivion did it better. So, if it's Sword of Sodden, you know, that's actually on my screen here when I looked up Saint Sword, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Sword of Sodden. No, that also doesn't look familiar. I also don't see a Genesis box with the red stripe on it. Nope. I'm gonna go on a quest though. I know, yeah. I mean, all those games were janky. Yeah, it's right. It is part of the charm, but you know, I think it'll be cool. I'm going in completely. You know, I plan on going in mostly blind. Obviously, I know, you know, a little bit about it just through like passing and stuff, but I have zero idea what the story is. Zero. Don't know anything about the game. I know that it's basically in a neighboring like region to Skyrim. And it's first-person combat. That's about it. So, I think I want to try that out because this is like the perfect time to. I never played Oblivion for those reasons, so this is kind of the perfect time to do so. So, that's what I think we're gonna do. But probably, like I said, we'll come back to this tomorrow because obviously we still have some stuff to finish up here. Wednesday will probably still be my day off, and then Thursday we'll likely be jumping into something new. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Spark, Jake, much appreciated. Everyone else who hung around. Of course, Ghastly was here earlier, but had a really good talk tonight. Had a lot of fun, you know, talking about a healthy addiction and stuff like that. Not deep and dark addiction, but you know, we had a good time. I very much appreciate the company tonight. Thank you for hanging out. And don't obsess over it too much, Jake. I will find it. I will find this game. And I will bring it. I'll bring it to show and tell tomorrow. I know. I will locate it. I will, trust me. After this, I'm going to go on a big search. I'll probably find it like the second I turn this off. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Much appreciated. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace and Spark. Go.